Okay, I am hoping this is recording. I am trying to test if my audio is working. It is 12:16. Maybe one day I will sleep on time, but not today. Oh, hold on. Ooh, okay, I think it's working. Never mind, it works. Okay, I'll do this thing. Carry on. Okay, so this is my EZTOON Portfolio walkthrough. So what you have here is my very first EZTOON fight, and I was basically very proud of this guy. Yeah, it speaks for itself. I was inspired by stick figure ponage, and then I have some videos of it playing alongside music, but I don't want to get this taken down, and so we won't watch that. And then here's another one where I was trying to do thicker lines, because it's another style inspired by one of my stick figure animator fellow artists, animators back then. Stickpageportal.com is where we would all post our things. And then I just went full ambitious into another crazy animation, and this one was really good. I like the effects of everything. I was using negative space, or just the negative of what whatever. I can barely speak right now. It's really late. I don't know why I felt compelled to do that water splash. It was a bit silly, especially considering how underwhelming it was on the world. It wasn't even that big. And he is done. Here's a knee. I just like how it kind of focuses the energy before launching him. It's pretty high frame rate, this one. Test punch, full body animation testing. There's no, it's weak. This one's much better. There's less frames in between the final and the last position of the punch. Here's this one. The rocks are kind of fun to look at. I like this one a lot. I really have no complaints about this animation. There's a good step in the beginning. There's potential when he bends down, and then at the top, when he kicks it, it's pretty good alongside the physics of all these particles falling around. If you just look at them, it's pretty good. It's fun to rewatch. Punch Blood. This was when I was trying to make a profile thing, and then I wanted to show my name, Mojo. Same with this one, Slice and Dice. I like the way that there's a small pause here before the screen cuts to black, and then also the light shining off the swords is pretty cool. Double kick. The legs are really wonky, but it's fun. This is another one of those profile picture things. It's different. I like the spit, though, the spit physics and the tongue physics, as one should in real life. Test cut, so that I would, is a good example of how I would draw the bodies first and then the heads, because you can see the heads kind of move in weird ways. It's because I could just increase my brush size to large and then just put the dots frame by frame. Oh, I used my mouse for all of these, by the way. I didn't have a tablet. Energy Blast. I like the particles on this one. I could have made them fade for longer. I was inspired by one of my fellow animators back then on the forums. This is the same animation. It's a bit different because I tried to include different camera angles. It doesn't make much sense, and it looks like he's grabbing, I don't know, I guess that's the sword handle in my mind back then. But I do like how it cuts to black and it shows the sword blade coming out. The actual cut doesn't make sense either, or what he's doing in general. You just make shit up as you go along. Random fun. Same with this one. Low frame rate animation. This is a fun one to do because of the low frame rate. So you barely have to draw, and you really just have to focus on the keyframes, and then maybe one or two easing in and easing out frames. Key combo. This is a weak one. He does a weird like jump spin at there. I think that conveyed properly, which was cool, but overall it's just kind of weak. Jumpy ball. This one has a lot of energy in it. Semi-high frame rate, but I like the vibration of it at the beginning, and then it kind of loses steam at the end, but it's still fun to watch. Fight 3 and finish. This is a long one. I'm going to let it narrate itself, because I'm tired. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of weird scenarios. I wasn't really focused on the fist fighting. Mainly these high concept, slow-mo stuff, like that. And he like, I don't even know, I can't even explain it. And then the only time they fight, it's like 2 hits. It just doesn't make sense, but it's fun. And then he teleports, and then I just don't get it. And then there's a lot going on here. He gets smushed. But Psych, he pops out, and then he phases out, and then just punches it. And he's running behind it as this guy does a Kamehameha. And he jumps, and he punches it. And then the energy like causes it to explode and shatter, and then he can make it into a bunch of bullets. Yeah, enormous brain animations. So this is an example of some of the references I would take. So this guy was one of my inspirations. Not that much, but he had really good particle effects and lightning effects. He was very good at that. Potential fight. So this is the start of the Giga Drill break animation. I might skip a lot of these because it's in my Giga Drill animation in full. Okay, I'll have to do this one though, because there's something at the end which is different from my final released animation. It did bother me that I was off center, and then I did a weird adjustment there. I should have just framed it centered. That was really good. I was proud of that. Then all the lightning effects, excuse me, are very fun. Grabs him, punch, punch, punch. Okay, here's my favorite part. I just thought that was really well done. If you want to rewatch that, you can rewind, but that was really cool. Here's an example of one of my favorite animators to inspire, to draw a reference from. His effects were amazing, and it was so smooth. Oh, another one, pay attention to. His blood effects and his sword effects. This was the one my Energy Blast was based off of, but this guy did it way better. He's so good. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, it's broken. Oh, rebirthing. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go for that animation. It's way too long. Here's this one. You can see I drew inspiration from that guy, right? There's that, and then there's that. The way he did that kick right there, I studied that frame by frame, and I came up with my own combo for it. Then here, oh, okay, here's a reference of that one dude who does the thick line stick figure fights. Really cool, quick punches. A walk loop, that's fun. Then here, I like these ones. A ping pong loop, just loops for a while. A run loop. And then here's, I like this one. There's a lot going on. You'll see how I animated these. I didn't draw the people, I drew the ball first. Always draw the ball first. And then you just fill in the rest. I do like all the text. Plus speed, plus speed, plus speed. And then this is just silly, but it was fun. What else is there? Okay, some full body animations. This is when I was getting older, so I actually started these when I was in 2014. Or I think this is when I transferred the files. These were like I think it was like freshman year of high school. And then I carried on throughout most of high school. I don't know. Flip run, another week, full body animation. The amazing one was pretty good. I like this one too. It's kind of fun. This is a good one. This is a very good one. The swords are so good. Shame I didn't continue it. Then here's this one. This is me coming back after a hiatus, and I just wanted to animate something, so I went like all in on the random effects, the camera shake, and I just drew the enemies, like not even trying, so that shows. Okay, now here are the tablet GIFs. So, GIFs. Here is when I got my tablet, and I just immediately went into this. So this is a good animation actually. I'll let this play twice. So yeah, just made stuff up as I went along. Pretty pleased with it. The human animation at the beginning was too quick, but I do like the particles of everything else. And then this little guy. Yeah, it's fun. And then this one, basically the final animation I'm going to show. But I really like the effects I had in here. And also the proportions of the stick figures. I tapered out the legs a little bit to give it more character, and that took a longer time to draw, but I think it paid off because it gives them much more weight. And then also just the phasing in and out, and overall this was a really good one. But I think this is like the last animation that I did using this program. Okay, that's my animation walkthrough. Next one will be my old art walkthrough. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.